Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday. And we're going to do Talk Tuesday. We're doing 2 days, usually sometimes three, with my readings because the channeling is getting off the chain for me. I'm trying to hold it together, but now I'm in observation mode. So right now I'm kind of observing because people are starting to kind of freak out there. So we got to keep our energy away from that shit. And we need it for the Christmas season because it's going to get hectic and crazy. But I do have some messages for the collective, and we are going to get right into them because I've been excited about this read because of the cards that channeled out from me. Woo, okay, I'm just going to get right into it because it was too good to hold back on y'all. Okay, today is 12/16/2024. It's my little brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Eric. And it's an 18, which goes down to a 9. And the tomorrow, Tuesday, is the 12th, 2024. It's a 19, it's a 1. It goes down to a 10, it goes down to a 1. So we've got a 1 right now. And we're going to read the 1 to start the reading off. Number 1 tells that you are a magician, priestess, and that now and then you require solitude in order to fully develop the capabilities within you. You need solitude now, in particular, in order to receive your vision from a spiritual teacher clearly and without compromise. Number 1 promises success and a deep bond of the heart. It will teach you to feel the moment of creation within and to perceive yourself as a spiritual being. Its energy field is the beginning, the absolute being, the sum of all possibilities and the pure spirit of the subtle world. We are going, we are going into a different time. Uh, we now are the ones that will remember this time and explain what we went through to the next generation. Uh, and so you have to remember because I have this feeling that there is now, right now with the drones. I know everybody's worried about these drones and spaceships and all kinds of stuff. Think about it. If they were any kind of threat, our Navy and our Air Force would be out there in full throttle. They're not. So that's telling me that they know. And I have this feeling they're going to cover their butt because they've always known the healing. They've always known about the healing. They just want to make a lot of money off of us through big pharma and keep us sick and just working 7 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever. But it's been switched. Now we are going into the creative, beautiful time to be alive, the real free humans. We are going to be free from all this, and it's going to happen. My husband keeps saying, "I don't see nothing." I said, "Dude, are you kidding me? If you ain't seen nothing, you just go back to bed and smoke another doobie or something because I am feeling it when I go out. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing people worried about shit. I'm seeing people laughing about shit. Some people are taking it serious. Some people aren't. I'm not taking this as serious because I don't think it's any kind of serious threat. I think it's Project Bluebeam. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. Go look it up. Uh, the card told us that we would go through this like a World War III scenario and nuke and all that other stuff, but it will never happen. This is a fear, and they love fear. They want your energy from your fear. When you think about it, when you're upset and all freaked out, and your heart's racing and everything, that's when the adrenaline is flowing through you the most. That's what they want. That's what they feed off is your adrenaline. So get this, if you want to be a good guy and not a cabal or whatever the hell they are, you need to keep it real. You need to keep it balanced and level when you're around people like that because they want to draw the negative out of you because they love the energy. It's too, think about it, it's too much energy to put that crap out there. It's easier to just listen, go with the flow, and if you can't help, step aside and back in, because some people don't want your help. Some people, I've said things before to people and then they'll repeat it, and I won't say anything. I'll just go quiet because I'm not going to sit here and be their nanny. I mean, and try to convince everybody of what we're doing and what we're seeing is real, because we know what we're seeing and what we're doing is real. And I know that I was called to step forward. That is why I have this YouTube. Source told me it's time. And I knew it was time. So that's why I'm here. Because there's some of us that will remember. They every time they have done a reset, they blocked out memories. I don't know what they did. I'm seeing a flash. When I channel that, I'm seeing a flash. And like everybody's like, what happened? And then it's changed. Because we have actually 13 months. Our cycle is 28 days. They changed it. Now, my husband did hear that they're going to take away the daylight savings time because they did that. And we're not going to have that anymore when Trump's in. Now, I'm thinking Trump is kind of a shill to get this stuff going because there's so many people paying attention to him. But I don't know if he is going to run this country. We don't know what is going to happen. I know that we're going to be down our government people 10%. And people think, well, they just don't want to help us. No, we're going to get a jubilee. All our debts are going to be paid. We are going to have so much money. We're going to start to create, write, love, peace, teach, whatever we were supposed to do, we're going to do it. But we're going to do it right. The truth will always come out. So this is kind of an important card because I can see where this is going. It's a number 16, which is today, my brother's birthday, and it's a 7. So to conform is to die inside. Be brave and be yourself. I've been trying to tell people since I started this to work on self. Don't work on the neighbors next door. Don't work on the guy you know. Don't work on your husband or your wife. Don't work on any of them. If they don't believe it and they want to deny it and question you, just go silent. You're done. Don't give any more energy to it because you won't convince them. They'll have to see it to believe it. And that's okay. I would rather them do that and go on their own journey, their own dark night of the soul, drifting through time and leveling up and seeing what you did and what you were. That's what I'd rather do, not force feed it into people. Let them flow into it and they'll understand it a little more. Look at that chameleon. Whew, she's got the fire in and she's loving that little guy. He's all pink and cute. To conform can be a positive or on certain situations. For example, when someone conforms out of politeness, this card has a warning for you, however. To live means to bravely follow your own path. Following the path of others means, in a sense, dying, withering inside. You merely exist on the path of others, but you cannot live. You will find the light of your own life only on your own soul path. Recognize and acknowledge your lies and errors. It is a mistake to believe that you can please everyone and follow their wishes. It is impossible. You have been dazzled by the bright kaleidoscope of colors of those who rob you of your strength and your light, and you have lost yourself in them. You have conformed as a chameleon would, and you are making their resonance and opinions your own. It is time to realize this and learn how to say no. It is time to have only your own colors in your life, to feel only your own happiness, to let your own light shine out. Inner life or inner death? Which do you want? And who are you? It is now time to rebel, to start a revolution. Free yourself from your lower negative energies and decide who you want to be. The moment also come to share this with the world and those around you. Do not hesitate any longer. Your soul is speaking to you. Listen to your heart, to your feelings, listen to your own truth. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the tiger. The herbal essence oil is tea tree oil. The healing crystal is white agate, peace agate, and the number is 7. Let's see what 7 has to bring to us. Number 7 indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of a light that makes a deep connection between you and the mysteries of life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything and everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of number 7 is like a gateway of light. It is death, birth, magic, light, and the completion of a stage in life. Number 7 brings new soul paths. We are on a new soul path. We really, really are. And we have conformed like the chameleon, a lot of us. People get married, they conform to a marriage. People are in it in something else, they conform to that. Uh, Society, we've conformed that. We shouldn't have did that. I am Fawn. I'm not Peter, Paul, and Mary. You won't get another Fawn. You might get somebody who looks similar, talks similar, has that, but I have that one magic Fawnster spark. And that's Fawny D's, not yours. And yours is yours. So that's what we got to kind of remember because you know what? We're giving our power away to other people, and that's scary. Don't do that. The way I look at it, people, family, do whatever makes you happy. Be joyful and proud of yourself because you are beautiful. And don't let anybody tell you you're not. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now we got the witchcraft oracle. You are the magic circle. Magic starts with me. See that little fox in that little rainbow circle of powerful beauty. Magic circles are very old and powerful kinds of magic. Create a circle around you big enough that your outstretched arms can touch the edges. Either imagine a circle around you or make one you can touch with shells, crystals, herbs, flowers, lights, chalk, or paint. Stand in the middle and know that this is your place of magic. The magic starts here. Yeah, it's going to remind us that we are the co-creators of our creator. So, people say, well, remember the Tower of Babel where everybody built a thing and tried to go up to heaven? Yeah, I don't see us doing that. We're not trying to conquer heaven. We're trying to conquer this 3D planet of existence that our creator put us in for a reason. And the reason isn't to work 5 to 7 days a week and look extra pretty with sugar on top. There's other things going on in the background. We're going to go to the Magic Spirit Oracle, and this is a truthful, very truthful for me, and a beautiful card. Number 41, which is 5. I wasn't always like this, you know. I had to create who I am. 100%. I created Fawny D, nobody else. I absorbed, I listened, I stood up when I heard the call, and I showed up. All of me. You see it. I'm not perfect. Never was, never want to be. I don't like perfect. Perfect's good. Okay, a perfect world is beautiful. But people are trying to put the human body that the soul is in a perfect bubble, and it doesn't work that way. So just keep that in mind. In this avatar body is my soul, is my heart, is my home space, my heart space. My creator is there with me. Everybody's waiting for a Jesus moment in the sky. Why don't they look within? Because it says, when they preach it, they say, look within, look within. What do people think that is? I really don't know. But we need to look within. We need to have the Christ consciousness within our heart and source a crown with the source above us, guiding us. Okay. The witch. Lotus flower, hermit, free will. I am a powerful creator and alchemize who I am. In a world full of princesses, she is the witch. This card is an omen that you have extra power to alter your fate at this time, to create something new for yourself and your life, to give yourself space from the world so you can do so, to go deeper and learn the ways of spirit. This is not the traditional hermit card, but it is similar. This is the witch card that tells us we are meant for greater things. We now have the power of the witch, the magic that can happen when she creates instead of destroys. Who spends her time in solitude and in content to do so, perfecting the art of making potions, performing alchemy, drawing her visions and casting spells, discovering new ways of magic and describing them to her own book. She is beautiful in a strange, dark, and unusual way. Though she couldn't care less about her appearance, she is the cat in the night and doesn't care to be seen. Occasionally, she offers magical aid or channels wisdom to a lost soul in need. She would rather not unless spirit insists or gives her signs to do so. Then she will begrudgingly abide by that, helping the desperate wanderer who winds up at her door. Either it was their destiny to find her, or they heard rumors of her beauty and power. So they went on a quest to find her. Through will, though she will reject all lovers because she deems them unworthy until the day she meets a forceful as wild, magical as she. And even then, she may still reject them. Spirit has become her greatest friend and is a strong force within her. The creatures of nature keep her company and alert her when others are near. She comes from a troubled past of which she does not speak of. Born in darkness and created from nothingness, the witch was doomed for life to be the hag of the swamp, the one who typically abandons good for evil, who steals innocent souls to stay alive for centuries. But instead, she decides to become something else, a secret third thing, a thing which up until now has not existed. You have the power of the witch at this time. Write down your wishes cast upon your life and destiny. Light a candle and write 5 important intentions you would like to set for yourself, your life, the world, and your loved ones. My mother always set intentions. She would go out under the moon with her hands and say, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. It was always 3 times. Tesla, 3, 3, 6, 9. And yeah, I think that people need to create who they are. Uh, when you're walking in a crowd, you're just feeling ordinary. You're not standing out like you should. And creator wants you to stand out and be a superstar. That's what we're all supposed to be. Now, I didn't do a huge reading today because for some unknown reason, Source had specific ones that I had to read today. So we're gonna do what Source wants me to. The first card that we got out of the Enchanted Map Oracle was the Wizard of Awareness in number 3, and that doesn't surprise me. Now I'm going to read this because I always say I'm going to read it and then I forget. We got a lot of 3s today. 3 is the powerful symbol of divine presence. Protecting and love brings support and positivity. Yeah. This is a divine message. We have to get out of the rut that we're in. Wizard of Awareness, your soul knows best. Be still and observe. I just got done saying, I need to observe more right now. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer's position gives you a new and powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you in personal, people come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another. In a continental shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same, the Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit that you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direction influence from you. Uh, this is why I said I need to step back a little bit and become an observer because um, when we try to interfere too much in anything, like even an argument between friends or whatever, and we try to intervene and fix it, don't, because it has to play out. I've always thought, oh gosh, somebody's starting to fight. Get him cheerful and let him forget about it. And I do that a lot, but I'm gonna go observe now because Source is telling me they have to experience that. We all have to experience things. Now, we did get the 14, just the clarifier for the 3 of awareness. We got a 14, we got temperance. And we got temperance the other day. This is balance, peace, patience, moderation, calm, tranquility, harmony, and serenity. The temperance tarot and cards suggest moderation and balance, coupled with a lot of patience. When this card appears, there is a suggestion that extremes in any situation should be avoided. Temperance may also indicate a time to evaluate and re-examine the priorities you have chosen. This might help you create a balance between your outer and your inner. I am seeing this as the polarity card, the choice, the dark to light. We got to remember, folks, a lot of us are going through the dark night of the soul now. A lot of us are feeling this part, and some of us are feeling this part. So we have to decipher whether we can help the dark part with the sunshine we bring and the beautiful angel guidance from the white wings of the angel and the energy that is flowing through him. But we also have to be careful not to push our sun in their darkness too early so they can feel and live through this and release it. That's a good card for that one because the Wizard of Awareness, he wants to be aware of things. I mean, and we got another 3. We got a 12, which goes down to a number 3. That's why I wrote, that's why I looked up the 3, which is the powerful symbol of divine presence. We do have a divine presence here because we've got so many 3s. And like I said, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember the old glitch, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unheard steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. That was my card for the day. I'm sure a lot of us are like that. I was meditating last night on the situations that are going on, and that is what I heard also. Slow and steady. Observe. And we got the 5 of Wands with that as a clarifier. And it wasn't reversed. Rivalry, friendly, contest, potential shift, preparedness, caution, optimism, escalating, and dynamics. The 5 of Wands symbolizes an omicib rivalry that carries a subtle undercurrent of uncertainty, underscore the need for caution and readiness for a possible shift in the situation, a transition from friendly competition to a more serious conflict. This card serves as a reminder that attention to detail can over misunderstands. The querent is advised to stay resilient and patient, as they possess the capability to overcome obstacles diplomatically. This is telling us slow and steady observation. Don't jump in. Don't go crazy right now. Uh, we're all there, but we're all trying to get there. And we're trying to balance ourselves and listen to the nudges that come. We also got a number 29, which is an 11, and it's coming to life. Um, this is kind of like the past, the Wizard of Awareness, and the right now, the present, the slow and steady with the Five of Wands. Now, this is kind of our future. The 29 is an 11, which is a power number. It doubles. She is got power all around her, beautiful butterfly, and she is balancing herself, and she's got the energy up here. She she knows she's coming to life. She's been sleeping for a long time. Something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skin and identities and created new ones, or at the very least, mature in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and spirit's timeable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desire. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. I love that because we started with a divine number, and this was the last one of the Enchanted Map Oracle. And we have one more for a clarifier. We have an up, it is reversed, it's upside down, the Seven of Swords coming this way. Confession, coincidence, regret, maliciousness, truth revealed. The Seven of Swords reversed after indicates a desire to live more honestly and with a renewed conscience. If the asker has been living with something weighing on their heart, this card encourages them to either come clean or find ways of dealing with guilt or shame. Now you should especially value criticism, as there is a high probability that it will turn out to be constructive. What was dishonest taken from you will also return to you. Someone may offer help or a good advice. Everything, yeah, everything that was stolen from us by these diabolical people out there will be returned to us. Did we really think? I mean, I got a couple more cards, but this is the way I think of it. Do you really think that our Creator put us on this earth to work 5 to 7 days a week, live paycheck to paycheck, scrounge for everything, have homeless sleeping in our streets cold, and have movie stars cruising down the road in a $100,000 car and not giving a damn thing, nothing? So it's been really this world has been really upside down. We're supposed to be co-creators, gave us the Garden of Eden, and we trashed it. We littered, we abused it. And it's sad because we have to come out of that we can't do that anymore. If we are going to the new earth, we don't want that shit. I know we take our garbage to dumps. It's like 5 miles up the road, and they have bins, and we put our garbage in it. Because we're in the country, we don't get garbage service, just the city. So we put stuff in bins, but we went down there and there was just garbage as you come up to the dump and you got to turn it. There was just garbage all along the road where people dumped everything like sofas and just junk and crap. And we talked to the lady up there. She feeds the cats and the coons and everything else. And she said, they don't remember that we have a life. Well, we're open 7 days a week, but we close at night. We don't stay open at night because it's dangerous here. It's on this like desolate road that goes back in, and there's nobody back there but junk, coons, and cats. And they didn't like that. It was closed, so they had so much shit, they just dumped it all over. I said, if they have a video camera, I'd get a hold of every one of those damn people and I'd make them pick up every scrap of that. But that's where we're going. That's why we are not living in the Garden of Eden. We have people like that. That's crazy. Why the hell would anybody do something like that? Hey, I'm guilty in my younger years of throwing a beer can out the window or something. But you got to change. You can't stay in that forever. And if we keep having that, we're never going to go anywhere. This is never going to be the Garden of Eden, and it's never going to be beautiful unless we create it. Okay, now I'm done blabbing. I am going to read the Golden Future. It's a number 11. My dog's bark. Here we go. Okay, we got a number 11, and it's a master number. Communal markets. Trust that all you need will come to you. In the golden future, everything will be locally sourced, grown, or created. So all produce will be vibrant, fresh. Markets will become joyful, communal meeting places where products are displayed on round floating tables. Everything will be pooled and will be exchanged, shared, or freely given. People will take what they need and no one will take more than they are required because they know there is plenty. Creative people will lovingly craft objects or paint pictures and happily give them away. Anything more that is needed will be manifested by the community for the community. People will know that whatever they need will be there when they need it. In the fifth dimensional consciousness of abundance, everyone knows that there is enough for all. When you receive this card, you are reminded that giving without expectation of return is a fifth dimensional way of being. Ask Archangel Charity, who is the twin flame of Archangel Chanel, the angel of love, to open your heart and mind to abundance consciousness so that you give freely, happily, and generously. You can bestow goods, love, care, or your time. The wondrous Archangel Charity will respond to your attitude. And when this is selfless, and you will automatically receive a tenfold return. You may not receive exactly what you have given, but it will be something for you, your highest good. When you lovingly create beautiful things, the energy of love that you pour into your creations will also enrich your life tenfold. The message of this card is to live with an open heart, open giving heart. This will raise your frequency and that of the recipients of your bounty. This is preparing you for life in the golden future. Yeah. And look at that. They're all trading. I have this, you have this, da 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 da. Could you imagine what the world would be like if we did that? It'd be a shock and awe. It'd be amazing and beautiful. Okay, now the last ones we got some messages. I need something to drink. I got cotton mouth. Okay, we're going to the Star Seed Oracle, and the first one we got was Devotion, the Cosmic Heart. Potency, make your life a moving prayer. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've been forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your soul, of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands in your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive, rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. How can you make your life a moving prayer? Write that down, put a question mark behind it, see if you can answer it. I think that's a beautiful, amazing card because the Christ consciousness is within our heart. The next card that we got, I got three of them because they were so intertwined together that you had to take them. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. 100%. She's looking out that window. She's got sparkly, she's got magic, and she is just looking at the light, looking at beauty. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths. So we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for you. How you've grown. Dismantling the system and way of being that once served you and others, but no longer do. Some star seeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some star seeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony and with the planet and the creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself, notice that out of alignment, and then take the baby steps requiring to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? You might want to write those questions down and kind of meditate on them and think about them. Our last card. And I thought this was a really interesting card to be the last card. It says, I'm sorry. Defenseless, right, past wrongs, and uprooted. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we instructedly remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, serving, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry with an open heart and meant it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetration of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the pattern that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? That's another question you can ask yourself. I mean, there's all kinds of questions we can ask ourselves. That was an oh, I'm going to read the rest of these. We had fives, we had threes, and we had ones. Now, we know what the three is. It's a powerful divine message. And the ones are a call to action, a reminder that you have the power to shape your reality. And the fives, a spiritual awakening. Changes are on the horizon in your life. Embrace new experiences. So that is what this is telling us, to embrace slow and steady, work on self, meditate, manifest, believe in yourself. Uh, you have, if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to believe in anybody else. It's as easy as that. We can't say, I believe in myself, but I do not believe in anyone else, because then we're ego driven and we think we know it all. And yeah, we don't want to do that. So there's a lot of things you have to realize we're being triggered, and a lot of things that we have to replay in our mind to say, whoa, what is triggering me? Why am I reacting to it? And literally put that in a journal. That really might help you, because you have the answers within to your questions. Now, I hope everybody has an amazing, magical Monday. And I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.